In the vicinity of the Shinko Square, there is a small park that is seldom crowded. Here and there, a pair of young lovers strolling, a mother teaching her child to take its first steps, the inevitable failures cushioned on the soft green grass, a dog owner throwing a stick for his faithful friend, which he does return faithfully and interminably, a young girl calling out, "Fresh flowers for sale!" Which is only partly true. They're for sale, but they aren't terribly fresh. Still, it's quite a lovely, peaceful, and quiet setting. Certainly one would never suspect that this very spot would turn into a battlefield, which it did with marked regularity each Tuesday at 3. It was a quiet war. No guns, no booming cannons, no marching feet, but nonetheless a war. The adversaries were 2 aged and retired officers. One military, the other naval. They had served their country long and with distinction, and now, in the twilight of their lives, still had flickerings of sparks igniting their passions, if, alas, any fire was ever started. They debated on every subject under the sun. Wars, politics, literature, they never seemed to run out of ideas to disagree on, and they never did agree on anything except to meet again the following Tuesday at 3 on the same bench for the purpose of continuing their disagreements. We are fortunate. Today is Tuesday and the time you've just heard. I'd best get a move on because the bench I'm standing by is on the field of battle and I have no wish to get caught in the crossfire. I will watch from a safe vantage point. There, by the children's swing. Approaching from the east, the army, the west, the navy. If I had a drum, I would roll it.
Out of all the soups and God piping hot boars, prepared Ukrainian style, with sweet sugar beets, ham, and country sausages, topped with a thick, white, sour cream. Are you prepared to challenge a soup like that?
I would sooner have a cabbage soup, chunks of boiled meat, globs of thin meat still hanging from the bones. Sooner than a cabbage soup, I would have a vegetable soup with asparagus and cauliflower stalks and ripe potatoes. And sooner than a vegetable soup, I would have a fish soup, tripe and gibbet and young kidneys floating on the top, so thick that you would have to push your way into the
Wait a minute. I'm not talking about your run-of-the-mill every day served in a restaurant board. I'm talking about peasant board. The kind you eat with a pound of hot cornbread in your left hand and in your right hand. A thick, heavy, wooden spoon.
A wooden spoon. That's different. You didn't mention a wooden spoon. I concede the soup.
Excellent.
How do we stand?
You want the appetizer, I want the soup.
They hear it's a very close lunch. Next course.
Next course is fish.
Fish. We won't have any argument here. I don't care for fish. Whatever you choose is fine with me.
You don't like fish?
I'm not set against it. It's all right once in a great while, but it's not substantial enough for me. Never fills me up. To me, the most important part of the meal is the roast. Why don't you pick a fish off the roast?
So you concede the fish.
Pick a fish and I'll concede it.
Pie. A nice piece of pie.
Carp is better.
But you already conceded the fish.
I didn't know that you were going to say pie. I don't find pie very
A
tasty.
nice pie, fried in brown butter, stewed in mushrooms and tomatoes. That's not a tasty fish.
It is if you smothering carp boiled in lemon juice.
But carp is your fish. Then I be conceded.
You could have chosen carp ahead of me. The option was yours.
Will you concede if I drop back and pick another fish?
That's fair enough. What do you choose?
Brook trout broiled with sliced onions.
Hot salmon and a hollandaise sauce.
I thought you didn't like fish.
Maybe it's only the ones you like that I
You purposely doing this.
You accuse me of being false to my face. You dishonor me.
I dishonor no one. I vote for a theory on the fish.
I give up so soon. There are so few fish that I like.
Very well, filet of sole cooked in white wine and grapes.
Sea bass and a black bean sauce.
Stalemate! Stalemate!
Don't get yourself so worked up. We still have a lunch to get through. Agreed. Stay.
I don't see why we have to have a stalemate when pie is so delicious, especially after we just had yours.
What's done is done. The table is cleared now. We're on to the next course. The roast.
I pass my turn.
You pass your turn on the roast?
Oh, I just don't trust you anymore. I want you to go first.
Very well. Makes no difference to me. For the roast, I contend there is nothing better than boiled beef, pearl onions, peas, beans, white bread, and a cold spring wine. I can smell it now. I could barely contain the saliva from dripping pike is a fish. We are through with the fish call.
Not in the case of a stalemate. In the case of a stalemate, we can always go back and try again.
When was this decided?
Just now, I decided.
Very well. If you say pike again, I'll say cock again. Double stalemate, next course, boiled beef. Your turn.
Boiled beef. Herring, horse, and boiled beef. That is a meal for a cold-hungry foot soldier, not a meal for a commanding officer and a gentleman.
Am I being challenged or not?
Challenge? I could challenge your boiled beef with a small partridge. I could challenge your boiled beef with a brace of quail. I could challenge your boiled beef with a burned out roast turkey.
Certainly. You might have something with turkey.
I could challenge your boiled beef with a hen. A fat, juicy, thick-breasted white meat hen. But
Certainly, a hen is always nice.
But I'm not going to do it. I challenge your boiled beef with a duck.
Oh. Duck. I didn't think of duck. How did I overlook duck? What kind of duck?
A nice, round, plump young duckling. Once I just had a taste of eyes during the roast. And then it's roasted. And roasted to a crisp. The skin so crispy that it crackles in your mouth.
I concede to duck.
The potatoes are cut small into the trimming pan.
Concede, I say.
And the potatoes are turned and soaked in the duck fats. And in the pan, young onions are beginning to turn into a rich, deep brown. Everything wafting into your nostrils, driving your taste buds into a state of frenzy.
I concede, I say. How many times do I have to say I concede? You devil! You are purposely doing this to get back at me for not liking pike. Main course, rolling. Let's get on to dessert. God's sake.
And the basking in the juices of Spanish orange.
You are acting like a child over a silly piece of pike.
But go ahead on with the next course. I'm still sacred,
Now then, for dessert,
Well,
I'm thinking. For dessert, I choose.
out with it. If you don't pick one, I'll choose.
I'm thinking. I want to end the perfect meal perfectly. For dessert, I choose.
Cold peaches, sweet cream, and brandy.
No, that is my dessert. You cannot choose cold beans, sweet cream, and brandy.
I can choose it if it takes you an hour to think of it. For a meal to be perfect, it's not only what is served, it's when it's served. If I waited for you to pick, I'd be hungry.
I refuse to argue with you
So
anymore.
you can see the light.
Are you through, Truth?
Of course I'm through. We've gone through all the courses. I've met them. Fatigue that we can go home.
But you're certainly through choosing.
Of course I'm through. What in God's name could follow cold peaches, sweet cream, and brandy?
A cigar. A big, black, Canastella cigar, followed by a 2-hour nap.
I forgot the cigar and a nap.
And do you know what kind of like you had from the time you were 30. That is how you win the perfect lunch.
How could I forget a cigar and a nap?
I'm not even through yet. With the cigar, a mint, a nice tangy pepper, kill the entire sour taste in your mouth from that god-awful borscht.
You're purposely doing this to stop running my nose in it. Please, you run.
And with the mint, the afternoon newspaper, a cozy fire, a blanket, and a soft dog to rub your toes in. And as you sit there, with your body warmed to the perfect temperature, you read only the good news in the paper. Britain is having political trouble. They're starving in Ireland. France is having an economic crisis. But here everything is good. And just as you're about to dip off into the perfect sleep, a package arrives for you. And the mayor, the Tsar, has awarded you another bed. And then you drop off with a smile on your face, and you have nothing else to do until that evening when the perfect dinner is served. Oh. Oh. You want to challenge me for that? I'll let you go first. Hors d'oeuvres.
It's my turn to choose first.
I've had enough for today. It's getting chilly.
You don't look so good. You should go see a doctor.
It's a good idea. I might drop in on Dr. Wyszynski on my way home.
Wyszynski! That butcher! He knows as much about doctoring as my friend grandmother.
You telling me you know a better doctor in Russia than Wyszynski?
Do you challenge me?
I'll challenge you. But no, not today. Next week.
Next week it is. You're right. It's getting chilly.
No. It's getting warm. Here comes the sun.
It'll rain before you get home.
Next Tuesday, then.
Next Tuesday.
When I put down my pen at the end of the day, I can't help but feel that I've robbed my friends of their precious life fluid. What torments my conscience even more is that I've had a wonderful time writing today.
But what was it that we were talking about earlier? Before the Chernikov scene? Oh, that's right. I was going to tell you what it was that I most wanted to do with my life. Well, funny, but for the life of me, I can't seem to remember it. But as I stand here with some sense of peace and contentment, I feel that in some measure I must be doing it. Thank you all for joining us tonight. If you're ever around here again, I do recommend that you stop by. Thank you.
for helping us with the costumes. You guys can come up here, you guys. My mom, Mrs. Freeman.
Miss Graven, Miss Moody, Miss Saltman. There's a lot of moms, if you will.
And pretty much what they did for us, they helped the girls make their hair so wonderful. They gave us all of these costumes. We really could not have done this without them, so thank you so much. So now we'd like to thank one of the most important people that helped us do this. He stepped in for Mr. Broyles when he went into surgery. At first, I was really worried, to be honest. I didn't know it was going to be good, and I was so worried. And then I met Mr. Tuttle, and he is incredible. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I Googled him. But even if I hadn't, I would have realized how professional he was. And then when I got to know him, I realized how much of a genuine man he is. And he's just such a big part of our lives, and we're